Chevy showed off its new vehicles at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit, according to Graff Mount Pleasant, including the new 2019 Silverado 1500. To make the introduction even more impressive, Chevy offered a virtual reality vehicle testing experience to guests. The 4D virtual reality experience offered 360-degree rides that simulate being a front-seat passenger through various terrains, including rock climbs, areas of high winds and even gravel roads and high altitudes. The all-new 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 is up to 450 pounds lighter than its predecessors for better fuel economy. It offers 8 trim levels and 6 different engine and transmission options, including diesel and another with a dynamic fuel management system. The 2019 Silverado also offers best-in-class cargo volume for every version, with the short box offering 63 cubic feet of volume, which is a full 20% more than offered by comparable competitor models in its class. The 2019 Silverado will also have a powered liftgate that can be controlled from the key fob or an interior button. Chevrolet will be stamped on the tailgate, much like it was in the middle of the last century, to honor the company's heritage.
If you're looking for a functional vehicle that seats 8, can hold some luggage and actually handles really well, you can't do much better than the 2018 Honda Odyssey. When you're dealing with a minivan, the overall exterior design isn't going to change drastically from model to model or automaker to automaker. They all have the same cylindrical shape with sliding side doors. But the Odyssey does a nice job of smoothing out some of the edges, adding in some austere Honda design cues and just generally making the most of the minivan facade. One nice feature when parking next to a previous generation model is that the door track lines have moved from the side panel to the area where the window meets the panel, which makes it less noticeable and a lot more attractive. The interior design is symmetrical and well organized. There are plenty of cubbies to store purses or diaper bags or electronic devices, and especially appreciated the hook in the footwell of the front passenger side, which will hold a bag of some sort. There are also a plethora of USB ports and power outlets throughout the vehicle, including a jack for a standard 110V plug, rather than just a USB cable or 12V adapter. The test vehicle was a top-tier elite trim, which means it included leather trim, ambient blue lighting, a heated steering wheel, heated and ventilated front seats, a wireless phone charger and tri-zone automatic climate control. The Odyssey comes equipped with a really nice 3.5-liter V6 engine that delivers 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. Even when with 7 adult passengers, acceleration didn't suffer and highway passing and merges were accomplished easily. While there is just one engine across the Odyssey lineup, there are 2 transmissions. The 9-speed automatic can be found in the LX, X and XL trims, whereas the 10-speed automatic, with idle stop, is in the Touring and Elite trims. Overall, with this minivan, it's solid and quiet on the straight, flat highways, just as you'd expect, but it does okay with aggressive passing maneuvers and cloverleaf on and off ramps as well. Regardless of transmission, the fuel economy ratings are the same across the lineup. EPA estimates that the Odyssey should get 19 mpg in the city and 28 mpg on the highway. Combined fuel economy is rated at 22 mpg. It should come as no surprise that many of the gadgets on the Odyssey are family-oriented. For example, Cabin Watch and Cabin Talk, which are standard at the Touring trim, allow you to view what's going on in the rear seats and, should you need to tell the troops to quiet down, access a PA system that projects your voice rearward. Other available family-friendly features include the Honda Vac, second and third row sunshades, second row USB ports, a 12-volt adapter in the third row and a bevy of cup holders in each row. Things like push-button start, Bluetooth phone pairing, auto-up-down front windows and MP3 audio connectivity are standard across the lineup. Also of note, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and the Honda Sensing safety system are standard starting at the X trim. Honda has a great suite of safety features called Honda Sensing. It includes automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, road departure mitigation and adaptive cruise control. While this is not available on the base LX model, it comes standard starting at the X trim, which is just one level up. The 2018 Odyssey gets an Insurance Institute for Highway Safety Top Safety Pick Award. The only thing keeping it from a Top Safety Pick Plus was the merely acceptable headlight ratings. Everything else was rated good or superior. Odyssey also gets top marks from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, obtaining an overall 5-star rating.
Though the number of Tesla Model 3s in the wild is slowly rising, people interested in getting up close and even inside the electric vehicle have 2 more places to find it on display: the Bay Area. Tesla had chosen this region as one of 2 locations where it first put the Model 3 on display in a showroom, at Palo Alto's Stanford Shopping Center and in Los Angeles on January 12. The move was intended as the first step in a gradual rollout to Tesla showrooms across the country. And that rollout has now brought the Model 3, Tesla's bid for the mass market, to the Santana Row shopping complex in San Jose, and to its showroom at the Broadway Plaza Shopping Center in Walnut Creek. The Model 3 starts at $35,000, but production of the car has suffered from delays, and Tesla is first manufacturing a $50,000 version with a longer-range battery set to allow the sedan to travel an estimated 310 miles on a charge, compared to 210 miles for the basic car. According to Tesla, nearly 500,000 people have reserved Model 3s. But stated delivery targets have been twice delayed, and only a few thousand Model 3s at most have been put into owners' hands. Tesla claims success in resolving production bottlenecks, however, and its most recent target was to produce 5,000 of the vehicles per week by the end of June. Auto industry analyst George Peterson of research firm Auto Pacific has attributed the Model 3 delays to Tesla biting off a lot to chew. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk has in recent months promised an electric Semi in 2019, a new and fantastically speedy version of its electric Roadster in 2020, a Model Y compact SUV tentatively scheduled to go into production in mid-2019, and a new electric pickup truck coming right after the Model Y. Each of the Bay Area locations where the Model 3 is displayed has one of the cars, and Tesla plans to keep the vehicles in its showrooms for the foreseeable future.
Chevrolet's 2 plug-in cars with the similar names, the Volt and Bolt, got off to tepid sales starts this year, with the Bolt doing comparatively better. General Motors reported 1,177 Bolt EVs sold in January, a mild 1.3% increase over last year's 1,162, whereas the Volt ER-EV saw 713 deliveries, a 55.7% decline over January 2017's 1,611. The Bolt's number, well up, also comes against the fact that it is now nationally available, and a year ago at this time it was not, but still early in its schedule of rolling out to the nation. Sales of the 238-mile range electric car had started in Oregon and California in December 2016, and so, its availability was less. A 1.3% year-over-year increase therefore is not a supersized uptick. By contrast, the Volt, which was nationally available a year ago, is purely down. It also finished 2017 a bit behind the Bolt with 20,349 sales to the Bolt's 23,297. The Bolt was the second best-selling plug-in car in the U.S. behind an estimated 26,500 deliveries of the Tesla Model S. The Volt placed 5th behind the Tesla Model S, Bolt, Tesla Model X, and Prius Prime. What lies ahead this year for the two cars sales-wise is an open question. Their slow starts in a historically slow sales month are not necessarily any real indicator, but a lower-priced all-new Nissan Leaf, potentially Tesla's Model 3 which is still supposed to increase production to fill a big backlog, and other cars will also vie for mind share. Green car analyst Alan Baum is not projecting more than 25,000 for either one, but as is always true, no one actually knows the future.